Episode 6. After several episodes and what feels like quite a long time, our first day here in Borgo Marina is finally coming to a close. We are directed towards someone's house. I forgot both the first name and the last name. Embarrassing. I did learn how to do this though. Move this aside. Makes it a lot easier to get a thumbnail if I want to crop the image or something like that. There's still that dialogue in the upper left. A little bit of UI in the bottom right, and the card still. But otherwise, this is pretty good. Otherwise I have to go fishing for a single frame where everything disappears as soon as I select a dialogue box or something. Somewhere in there. I think I got a thumbnail from in between that dialogue box disappearing and the card reappearing one time. I'll probably just do the same if I don't like cropping. I'm actually restarting after having logged off, or exited the game previously. I've noticed this issue a couple of times. Maybe I should report it, but I know they are dealing with a lot of bug fixes, so... Here. No. Here. My visual sensitivity is set to a 0.2, technically. But I don't think this is a 0.2 sensitivity right now, the way the camera is turning. I noticed it felt fast when I logged back in sometimes, or started the game. And what I have to do to fix it where was this? Here. Is modify it so that it resets the value, I guess. It reverts to the default, it feels like, when I turn the game back on, restart the application. It saves my setting, as you saw, but in order for me to actually apply the setting again, I have to toggle it like that, so that it knows it should be on 0.2. So now, when I have the controller or the stick at full tilt, it's much slower than it was before. Quite clearly working now as it should be. Not really a huge issue, obviously I can fix it, but this may indicate some other issues with the way that the options are saved when you close the game and re-enter it. As I said, it saves your setting, but there could be other problems with other settings that may make it difficult in terms of accessibility. I've only noticed it for the camera because I think I've only modified the camera, but I doubt anyone's going to see this video from the development team, so I should probably report it on one of their forums if I think it might impact someone else. Right now I have to worry about Diana. She needs a place to stay. I think that was over here. Somewhere. How do I open the map again? Not that. The D-pad. Oh, right. We have to talk to Gemma first. I know where her house is, or rather, I've knocked on her door before. But I actually have to talk to the person that lives there before going inside the house. Right, this way. This run isn't actually much faster, but I'm glad it's there. You can tell the game has to load whenever you're entering an area like this. It's all, the entire city, not city, town, isn't all one loading zone. But it's interesting how they load in everything by forcing you through like a narrow corridor, so they don't have to render things uphill or downhill or whatever. Gemma, can we bum at your place for a while? Hello, what can I get you? Well, if you're going to offer, we will have another coffee. I guess this would technically be the 6th coffee we had today, if we had 5 with Pawn. Maybe 1 coffee per episode, since this is episode 6. Oops. I don't have enough money in my wallet. Everything alright? I changed my mind. I won't have anything. In fact, I'm going to take off. All good. See you soon. Damn. I guess we're sitting at 5 coffees then. Probably for the best. Actually, we have a different favor. And it's a much heavier favor than a coffee. I'm looking for a place to rent around town. And Mrs. Beatrice suggested I ask you. Okay, I guess we're not bumming, we're asking to rent. How are you going to pay rent if you can't pay for coffee? Sure, there are a few places available at this time of year. I'd happily come with you, but I'm slammed with work here at the bar. You never know when someone's going to ask for a chocolate zampone. Zampone? I'm curious. How is it that you ended up in Borgia Marina? Well, let's have the small talk. I wouldn't know where to start. Let's just say I needed a sort of break from my routine. And I think I was getting obsessed with all my usual problems, without looking for a real solution. I just want to chill for a while, but not be completely inactive, know what I mean? So you're here on holiday, right? I'm sorry, I do go on a bit. You've put what I wanted to say in a few simple words. It's nothing. Years of experience as a mother do count for something. On vacation, huh? We haven't had tourists around here for a long time. I have some lovely places in mind. Go see where they are, and if you like the area, I'll introduce you to the owners so you can see it. Sounds like a good plan to me. Great. So there's a place here by the sea, next to the beach. Via Maria del Mare 7. There's another at Via Italia 1, behind Piazzale Miramare. The last one is in Piazza Santa Margherita, the piazza in front of the church, number 3. Have a look at the houses, then come back and tell me what you think. Boy, Joe must have the memory of an elephant to remember all that so well. I can't wait to have a place all to myself. Damn, I didn't realize we were actually renting a house, Animal Crossing style. I actually thought from the last episode we were directed towards bumming in Gemma's house or something. But we're actually getting our own place. Diana, you're going to have to pay for this, you know. The perfect house. I need to find a place to stay for at least one more night in Borgia Marina. Sleeping on the beach is as romantic as it is uncomfortable. Oh, I forgot to flip it over. Can I do that? Is that one of the things that they fixed in between when I last played and now? Well, let's just check any card, I guess. It's not something that I said fixed, but it's not necessarily anything that was a problem. I just thought that maybe there should have been a way to flip the card over here in the menu, rather than just the first time you got it. But maybe that's not even a feature. Oh well. So let's have a look at the map. Like she said, one here at the beach. That seems like a gimme, right? But this one is also at the beach. It's kind of at a more secluded beach, isn't it? And then this one in front of the church. It's kind of... I don't know. The church is nice and all, but it's just kind of facing a wall, right? At least this one faces the ocean, and this one too. Are there any players that choose the church? Well, let's have a look at the houses. Maybe the interior is really nice. I guess that's what really matters. Kind of. Not really. Number 3, or 7.
Hola.
house at the beach would be nice. Learning to fish, the sand welcoming me. Not bad at all. Learning to fish. I wouldn't mind learning how to fish, but I don't have to live at the beach to do that. Can I check the interior? I guess I don't get to. That is a problem for me. Or maybe the interiors are all the same. So was it number 1 in front of the church? No, it was number 3 this time. I'm 2 for 2 on having the wrong number at the wrong place. It's certainly a nice house. A bit too close to the bell tower, though. I'd hate to be woken by the bells. The church is noisy. I'd hate to get woken up by the belfry. I'm a light sleeper. Or maybe we're not actually choosing. Maybe Diana is choosing. If I had any input, I would probably choose the beach. But Diana really should be the one to choose, shouldn't she? I mean, I picked the cards for her. But if she's not going to give me the cards, then I don't have to pick for her. You're allowed to have some agency, Diana. Although I guess I can choose who your paramour is, if that's part of the game, which I'm pretty sure it is, based on those cards we saw. So this one was number 1, right? We've gone to 7 and we've gone to 3. Unless I'm remembering the 3rd number incorrectly, that we were told by Gemma, this should be number 1 over here. Yes, I'm 1 for 3 on correct numbers. There's a restaurant near this house. Fresh fish every day? And with a view like this, tempting indeed. A restaurant downstairs. The idea of being able to eat fresh fish and enjoy a nice view every day is very tempting. And this was the last house. I'm not sure. Maybe I should talk to Gemma. Well, we did get a card for each house. One of the cards was about fishing, so I didn't think it was about the house necessarily. I thought it was maybe just a card for future use that we would learn how to fish. But maybe that card was for the house, and I am picking between the three houses with 3 cards. This might be a hard choice. I'll probably rule out the church, but because I'm ruling it out, it becomes a more tempting choice, because it becomes the option that probably no one chooses in my mind, therefore making it all the much more mysterious to me. Enigmatic. Hello, what can I get you? A house. So, how did the house hunting go? Didn't find one that really clicked with me, you know? Oh, she didn't like any of them. Okay, well that removes agency from me, which is actually kind of a relief. They're not bad, but the more I think about it, the less decided I am. How do you usually make a difficult decision? Wait, maybe I spoke too soon, again. I stopped thinking about it for a bit. At my place it's easy. With my husband, kids, and father-in-law, there's always someone to keep me company. Someone else, you say? Thanks, Gemma. I'll think about it. Sure, take your time. Oh, sharing a place with someone else. Just like Turin, with Mom and Pop. That's it. I don't want to live alone. That's what the problem is. Gee, Diana. Well said. I think everyone can relate to that. Well, not everyone. It's just a funny thing that you said here. I don't want to live alone. If only it were so easy to solve that problem for anyone, but I get the feeling you're going to solve that problem pretty quickly. Yearning for company. I want to avoid being alone, especially in a town that I don't know. I want to be surrounded by friends and love. Gee, Diana. Laying it on thick, huh? You and everyone else. Okay, maybe not everyone else, but still. I need to find a place to stay for at least one night in Borgia Marina. Sleeping on the beach is as romantic as it is uncomfortable. I already read that. Work out what Diana wants. From the most to the least important, to find the perfect home. So it's a mystery then. How fun. I guess house hunting is like a mystery. Or mystery solving anyway. So cute. What a fun use of this mystery solving mechanic. Well, I don't need a hint. Oh, I don't think anyway. This is kind of different from the other games, isn't it? I can't rotate the camera, it doesn't seem. So there's no, like, order of operations, I don't think. From the most to the least important. The most important is company. Well, the least important would be the church, because she hates the noise. She wants to learn how to fish, but she doesn't have to live at the beach to do that. This is also at the beach, but it has the flavor, the information, of eating fresh fish from a restaurant. And she's very cavalier about how much she likes that idea. She even uses an exclamation point. So this is number 2. Oh, that was a strange movement. It didn't move her towards the piazzale, where number 1 is, actually. It somehow moved her away from it. This is somehow going to land her at a place that isn't any of the 4 places, isn't it? Learning how to fish. Somehow towards... I don't know what that was towards. Weird. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. And she hates the belfry. Okay, this did actually move me towards exactly a location that we already thought we might end up in. So what I was saying at the beginning of the episode, I was pretty sure somebody told us to stay at Gemma's house. And then I realized in this episode that I was wrong. They just told us to talk to Gemma about a house. But I'm realizing now again, maybe somebody did say to stay at Gemma's house? I don't know. And again, I mentioned this in a previous episode, but I'm pretty sure that, because I could knock onto Gemma's house or something like that, there was a different dialogue option that made it seem like we could go inside. That's what made me, in addition to other information, made me think that we'd be staying at Gemma's house. And here we are. When it comes down to it, I don't want to live in an empty house. I should go talk to Gemma. You also don't have money, Diana. Hello, what can I get you? Gemma, I've thought about what you said. By any chance, does anyone in Borgia Marina have a room I could stay in? I definitely don't want to live alone, in an empty house. I'm really not used to it. What a splendid coincidence. The attic in my house is free. I didn't say anything earlier because I didn't want to seem pushy, you know. But if you don't mind a bit of company, you'd be welcome to stay. Sure, I'd love to. Fantastic. This evening you're invited to dinner at the Kunigli home, then. Right, the Kunigli. That's the house we knocked on before. Gemma Kunigli. I should at least remember both of her names if I'm going to be staying at her house. Well, Diana is staying, and I'm staying with her. We're roommates. Come to dinner when you have the time. We live at number 2. Piccolo Pecorelli? Piccolo Pecorelli. It might even be Vicolo Pecorelli. I'm just going to guess Vicolo Pecorelli. From the beach, take the road to the church, and you'll find us. Actually, I don't have that much to do. I can go see Gemma and her family whenever I want. Good night, Diana. The Kunigli family was kind enough to take me in. I'm going to dinner with them. I have to find the Kunigli family at their home on Vitolo Pecorelli 2. Well, I'm glad it all worked out, with Diana having all the agency. All I really did was lay out her priorities for her, or help her sort the priorities she already had. That's what I should be doing as her partner. Vicolo Pecorelli. Without using the map, I'm pretty sure it's over here, right? The one that we knocked on before, right here. And it's actually not a bad location. I mean, it is facing a wall, like I said before, but more so than the one over by the church. This door, if you were to walk out, it just feels, I don't know, too open, you know? Too empty. That's the feeling I get. I mean, sure, you can see some stuff. I just don't like it for some reason. But over here, one's a little bit more enclosed, so I guess my herbivore brain feels safer when I'm in an enclosed space. And 2, everything's kind of decorated more homely here. You feel like there's people around, that kind of thing. That, and you can nicely see the sky over this skyline, cityscape horizon thing, whatever you call that. I guess this is home, for however long we're staying here. And I was wondering if you could visit the interior of every door that you can knock on in this game, but beginning to realize you can only just talk to people through their doors, not actually go inside. This, however, is an exception. There's a tricycle that indicates how young one of their children is, and a non-tricycle bike, again indicating how old another of their children is. Looks like they have a chalkboard just like Diana did. Is this a chalkboard? I think so. Is that a common thing in Italy? It smells like Scotch pine. Could this be the kitchen? I can't imagine anything else being on the ground floor, and this certainly doesn't look like the kitchen here. This is kind of another room that Diana could stay in, but I don't think it would be very accommodating. Probably just a tool shed. Or paddles. Oh yeah, I guess they do have boats over here. Wait, I called them oar paddles. They're just called oars, aren't they? Or paddles, not oar paddles. Man, oh man, oh man, what a storm. The wind is still in my ears. I've never seen anything like that here in Borgio. Okay, it's not actually their house, or is it? I thought it might be several apartments in here, but that could be one of her children. Oh, we can actually go out on the veranda? I didn't come from here. Wait, Corso Garibaldi? Oh, I see. This exit's interesting. You go up the stairs and it brings you to another street on the outside, but we can't go here because it was blocked off by the construction work. Tomorrow then, if the construction work is done. Can we see outside? No. It's too bright. Here we are. I wonder what Gemma's family are like. So yeah, it does look like they actually just have the one, what do you call it? Room? It's not a room. Apartment? I guess it's an apartment. They also called it a house, I think. Well, whatever. It's their home. I don't understand what's wrong with a wink. Come on, we already talked about it. It's not right. Not right? She's married. I'm going to assume not ordinary. Diana, is that you? Please come on in. Come introduce yourself. Very friendly family, allowing a person they just met to stay with them. I guess that's just how they are in the countryside. I mean, not everyone, but hospitality and all that, you know? I didn't realize the back of her head. And this braid. Nice hairstyle. Wait a second. What is our mission? Okay, it's a round of introductions. I was worried that talking to Gemma might advance, because I want to get all the dialogue. We'll start with the youngest. Newborn. And who are you, little bean? Newborn. Newborn. Mia. And you're all Mia too, all mine. I'll stick you in a sandwich and eat you right up. Is that the first thing you want to say to these people welcoming you into their home? No, it's fine. You get along with their children, so they'll like that. Uh-huh. No. That's interesting. Okay, first this, but then I'll get back to that other thing. Mia, the younger sister of Lumin, daughter of Mediu and Gemma, she only thinks about her dad's gelato. Her life must not be bad at all. It's the only green bean you can't eat, sadly. Yummy yum yum. Okay. Not eat bean. No bean, no. So, in the log here, this, right here, newborn. I wondered this before, when Diana had a strange interaction with somebody during one of the mysteries we were solving by the restaurant. Diana asks, "Who are you?" to the newborn. The character is called Newborn because we don't know their name yet. And Newborn responds, "Newborn, newborn." I was wondering if this was maybe a joke that they had when I saw this same issue at the restaurant, but no. This appears to be a bug of some kind, which people have probably already reported since it's kind of obvious. But it appears that the dialogue that is being used by the character is taking the temporary name and repeating it in their dialogue. So it should be saying Mia, Mia, but it is replacing that with newborn. After we're introduced to the character, the temporary name of newborn is replaced by Mia, but the dialogue is what's wrong here. You can tell because Diana knows the name Mia, even though newborn is saying newborn. So clearly it's not just a joke or something like that. Oh, no fear, I'd never eat you. The next oldest, happy child. You're that girl whose grandma was a pilot. Oh yeah, you're that kid. I guess you were wandering around in front of your mom's workplace. You're Diana, aren't you? A friend of mine told me you have a magic chrono lens too. Is it true? No. He said it is true. Yet another dialogue thing, this time a typo. Word gets around, huh? Your friend may be right. But it'll be our secret, no? You agree? Oh, this is fun. It's going to be like this for every new character, huh? Well, I'll enjoy it while it lasts. This is probably going to be patched out sometime in the future, so my recording is going to be one of the few that captures this fun little bug. You have Happy Child's pinky promise on that. But I can tell my friend, right? Giovanna? Sure. She already knows. Wow. How did you know I was talking about her? I forget who Giovanna is. Did we meet Giovanna? I'm a great detective. Wicked. Lumen, an inquisitive child. He's at that age where he either plays on the beach or speaks incessantly about his passion, astronomy. He'll be a pilot when he grows up, or an astronaut. I mean, he just wants to fly. CASA, like NASA, or NASA. Do I have a card for Giovanna? Oh, right. Giovanna, the other character that I mentioned, having that weird bug with the character name. I didn't realize she was friends with Lumen. Did they mention each other in some conversation I'm forgetting? It's actually been a day or two since I last played. Next oldest would be Gemma, maybe? Or the young dad? Well, we'll talk to Gemma last. Not because she's the oldest. I wouldn't say that. No insult to you, Gemma.
Hey.
Hey there, you must be Diana. What a pleasure to meet you. Wow, we haven't had any guests around here in a while. You can tell I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm Medeu. Aw, you didn't say I'm young dad? That would have been perfect. It would have been like a dad joke or something. It's exactly a dad joke, but the bug didn't work here. That's okay. I'll tell you right now, if you're a guest in our house, you just have to stop by my gelateria? Gelateria and try something. Oh no, anything please, but gelato. I really just couldn't bear it. I can tell the two of us are going to get along just fine. Medeu, Lumen and Mia's father. Is it Lumine? It might be Lumine. I don't know how to pronounce that accent, but I'll just assume it's Lumine. Married to Gemma, he found out that nothing soothes heated tempers like a good gelato, and has made that his philosophy of life. 3D.
Ciao.
I make a mean gelato, but that's nothing compared to my wife's cooking. What a very dad thing to say. It'll be so cool living together. A lively old man. Hey, look at this girl we found in our house. What do you mean? Well, look at you. Short, purple hair. Purple? Oh yeah, I guess, kind of. Like a very dark, almost red purple, depending on the lighting. That aviator style reminds me of someone who just flew in out of nowhere. We're on the same wavelengths, right? At last, an interesting person around here. I can't tell you how relieved I am. You're not just one of those people with nothing to say or talk about. You mean like me? You'd hate to meet me, lively old man. Good thing you're meeting Diana, and I just live in Diana's head, or something like that. Just don't go poking around in her head and we won't have any problems. Well, thanks. Minetu Kunigli, the fun one of the family, remember that name. Damn. He didn't say, a lively old man, the fun one of the family, remember that name. I guess the bug only works sometimes. Minetu, a lively old man, the grandfather of Lumine and Mia. For some reason, it looks like he always deserves the family's reprimands. I guess that's what we walked in on before we interrupted them. Having a look around the house, they have a nice little TV, very important. In front of a couch. I kind of like this layout. Like a little living room separated by a partition next to a kitchen and all that. And I guess... actually, do they all sleep in this room here? There could be maybe 2 rooms or something, but I'm pretty sure it's just the one room. How many beds would that be? Plus a cradle, right? So maybe like 3 beds? Plus a cradle? Unless someone sleeps on the couch. And they mentioned we could live in the attic, but I don't see any stairs inside this room, so they must be talking about the apartment upstairs, or... Do they actually own this entire building? Probably not. No, of course not. Anyway, continuing the tour. A lot of toys all over the floor, including a toy chest, and this mat that you see anywhere. Kindergartens, children's playrooms, anywhere really. Different versions of this mat, but this mat is everywhere. And this toy car, it seems like an antique. An anchor, that's safe. But I mean, I guess it's not going anywhere, right? That's the whole point. Oh, someone sketched Gemma. Who could have drawn this? Could it have been Chia? I mean, it looks like she sketches, but she's probably not the only artist in town. Some fancy art. And even fancier art. Probably drawn by Lumine, I'm guessing. Ship in a bottle. A bunch of knickknacks. Quite a nice shelf. Books too. More art. Maybe this one was drawn by... Wait a second. There's Mama. There's Mia. There's... Is that Papa or Pata? And then wearing the green... Is that... Grandfather? Or no? I see. This was also drawn by Lumine. Because Lumine is the biggest. I think he's giving everyone a hug with his giant arms or something. Or he just drew himself the biggest because he wanted to. A picture of... That's the... I'm not sure what you would call him. Not the priest. Was he a priest? I think he was called the priest. And some other clergy member or something in the church. Not sure why they have this. I guess they might be religious in this family. Or they have some relation to the guy. By the way, this art. Who exactly is this? Is this a wizard? Seems like it. Probably not anyone we know or anyone based on reality. Little rocking chair of some kind. A notepad, like I have whenever I do my recordings. Very important for making edits and marking down timestamps. Oh, a little puzzle piece framed up. I guess they framed that after one of the kids completed it. And who would this be? That looks like Lumine holding Mia, I guess. He's always wearing that green shirt, isn't he? Must be his favorite shirt. It does have his favorite thing on it. A lot of drawings around here. It's a nice place. And we also have, if I get out my handy dandy chrono lens, just to zoom in a bit. Does this zoom in? That's the most zoom in we can do. Not really anything. Just the first person is fine. I'm going to guess this is... I forget his name. Medeu. Looks like it's Medeu with a younger Lumen, I'm guessing. Oh no, wait, this is black and white, so... This would probably be Medeu in the photo, maybe? With his own father? Or even Medeu's father with his grandpa? No, wait, what am I saying? This might be Medeu's father right here. So it's a photo of the two of them, probably. Maybe. He is a young dad, so I'm not sure he would be in a black and white photo. A child here. Anyway, I should stop wasting time. Some heirlooms and dishware. More photos, or paintings, drawings, whatever. A nice chair. Not sure who would use this to sit in though. Mainly just for decoration, I guess. It's just kind of facing everything. But I guess sometimes you want to sit over here and not all the way over there, next to the TV. Could be nice. And the kitchen, where our final destination is to talk to Gemma.
Oh.
Just in time, my dear. Dinner is served. Damn. I think I maybe should have talked to Gemma first before talking to everyone else, and gotten some flavor dialogue. It probably would have just been one line of dialogue. Come on, get comfortable. And after beating around the bush for so very long, the day is almost over. Thanks again for having me. I don't know how to thank you. Your house is lovely. Don't mention it, Diana. It's our pleasure, isn't it? You said it. No one could ever accuse the Kunigli of being anything less than hospitable. And we needed a breath of fresh air. A bit of action. You have no idea how dull it can get with all these boring old fogies around here. Look who's talking. I am, yes sir, ma'am. But do tell, how are you getting on in Borgia Marina? Good, very good. I didn't expect this place to be so exciting. I even helped out with some detective work. Well, I heard what happened to Lucia. What did you find out? Apparently, the thief stole a worthless bottle and escaped by sea. This is a nice dinner. Actually, I haven't eaten dinner myself yet. It's making me sad, because I'm just going to have to microwave something. And here they have a home-cooked meal. I guess I could cook for myself. Dang, what a dumb thief. To make Mama Lucia mad for something so little. Maybe he wanted to play a practical joke on her. You know, Grandpa like you always do. I don't think that was their plan, Lumine. But it's nice of you to think so. Let's not ruin our appetite by worrying about these things. Don't wait for me. Help yourselves. Buon appetito. Eat, eat, eat. Kunigli's home. A place where the sounds of something cooking and someone laughing are ever present. The Kuniglis take playing seriously. On a full stomach you sleep definitely better. Thanks for dinner, Gemma. It was amazing. You're welcome. Oh, and take these, dear. The house keys. Very important. The Kuniglis house keys. Nice keychain. A little bunny. These are the house keys, so you can come and go as you please. And the keys to your room, too. You can find it at the top of the stairs. You can't miss it. Don't expect a palace, though. It's small and modest, just like our family. But it's not lacking in character. A terrace, a kitchen, and a comfy bed. Thank you, Gemma. I'll take advantage of the comfy bed now, then. So, we don't have to pay. That's very nice of you. It worked out for you, Diana. You didn't even ask if you had to pay or not. Remember to brush your teeth before going to bed. I think I ate too much. I guess Mia's already put to bed. Makes sense.
Ciao.
It might sound obvious, but we could really use some nice gelato right now. Do I have any ice cream in the fridge? I think I might, but not gelato. While I do the tidying up, you go upstairs and rest. Damn, don't even have to pay or do the dishes. Gemma is one of a kind. Didn't take note of this artwork before. This one might be Mia, or it could be again. Lumine. Actually, that's Papa again? I see. The P was backwards, that's why I thought it was Pata. What is that at the top though? B-U-N-A? Buna... I'm afraid I can't make it out. I assume it's a name. Oh, and we also have... Who is this? Oh, it's you. Is this like... your graduation? It doesn't look like a graduation. But it could be. Some kind of celebration of some kind. Anyway, our telephone calls failed before because we had to pay. But surely this will work, right? It's a bit too late. I don't want to disturb anyone at this hour. Diana, you ran away from home, kind of. Your parents haven't known where you've been for like 2 days or something. But I'm sure it's fine. You know them better than I do. So this is the thing. They said the attic, but this is just like another apartment, right? But they own this? And do they own the rest of the... Probably not. Not the rooms downstairs. We saw someone living in there, but there are at least 2 more rooms or something. But I guess they own this extra attic. Oh, what a nice room. Perfect for making the most of a vacation. And there's even room for souvenirs. Sleeping. Some activities can only be repeated a limited number of times per day, and some ingredients and fishing spots will run out every day. Okay, so there are daily mechanics. It's not going to be scripted every day. I was wondering this, but I was wondering when I would get into the repeatable daily stuff of this life simulator. I wondered if it might be scripted every day and you just do some, I don't know, some daily stuff, life stuff every day, alongside some mystery stuff. But we do actually get control over every day, it seems. Go to sleep and start a new day to make everything reset. Interact with the bed in Diana's room to sleep and start the next day. Each passing day can open up new opportunities and activities for Diana. Rest when appropriate to experience a new day in Borgia Marina. I do like that opportunity they're showing on the left. Diana has, well, like she said, it's not a palace here, but it's actually a bigger place than I thought it would be. And we're actually allowed to go outside. This is more than I ever could have hoped for. This is better than a palace. We have the night sky in front of us, above us, and all around us. And look at this. A kitchen. On the outside. On the veranda. This is incredible. I truly love verandas. And this is more than a balcony, isn't it? It truly is a veranda. A nice, romantic dinner table, kind of, for 2. And we even get a second floor. Even the Kuniglis downstairs don't get a second floor, and we do. Look at that. Sleeping under the stars. You couldn't get a better place if you paid for one. A nice view of the town. Some foliage too. I realize I'm playing exponentially slowly. I'm just taking in the sights is all. I probably would have been on to the next mystery if I actually progressed with the story events, but this is a mystery / slice of life simulator. So I feel like part of that is taking in your own lodging. Really setting down roots or something like that. Breathing in the fresh night air. I like playing games like this. Just kind of feeling like you're in the moment. In a location. So we sleep at the bed, but I guess the mattress won't progress to the next day. I'm hoping not. I just want to interact with a few things. How many light years have these stars traveled to get here? There it is! Wow, it was a breeze. I have to make a wish. Oh, we get to make a wish? Oh boy. Do I have to make it quick before it disappears? Well, this obviously. But I'm curious about revolving doors and stove on. Let's hit revolving doors. I want to be able to slam revolving doors, dang it. That's what you're wishing for, Diana? I mean, I chose it, but I was just curious is all. This was in your head. Normal doors aren't enough when you're angry. Maybe another wish? No shooting stars. Maybe I'll get lucky next time. Sorry, Diana. I wasted your wish. I guess it was a team effort. We wasted your wish together. To see clouds in the dark, you really need a lot of imagination. Oh, I guess it has to be daytime for that. And likewise, this option probably fails during the daytime. Actually, looking at the rooftops, seems like some people walk around up here. They've even got planks over there. Some of the rooftops over here don't seem so modeled, or rather, they are modeled, they're just not decorated. Nondescript is all I'll say. And over here, is this actually... It's the Belvedere del Borgo. It's not a rooftop. We can actually walk over there, probably tomorrow. If I would get on with the next day. But I guess I'm not done screwing around my new digs. Diana, can you cook? Probably better than I can, which is not at all. Oh yeah, I've also got a kitchen. Now I can prepare all my famous dishes. Like pasta with tomato sauce. That's still better than me, Diana. Pasta with tomato sauce. The unique, classic, one-of-a-kind pasta with tomato sauce. Please note, strain the pasta al dente, and don't forget a sprinkling of cheese and a basil leaf or two. I'm embarrassed to say I don't even know what al dente is. I'm sure I've been told it before, but I don't know. But sautéed, eh? Or 2 hard-boiled eggs with mayonnaise. Maybe I'll read a recipe book on the beach. Cooking is the art of taking 2 flavors and creating a completely new one. I guess that is true, in a way. The combinations of ingredients are endless, but unfortunately common sense isn't. I should cook at a time that wouldn't annoy the neighbors. I guess that is a problem, having the entire kitchen on the balcony, on the veranda. It'll make noise and it'll make light. Both annoying to anybody that's trying to get some sleep, I guess. Can you cook quietly? Is that like a thing you can do? If you boil water, it might steam and then make that loud whistling noise if you're using like a teapot or something. We've got nothing over here, just kind of facing a wall where there would be a TV, but obviously, this place wouldn't have a TV. Well, I say that, but they have an entire kitchen, well stocked even, with vegetables and everything. Probably meat and some... I'm guessing there's like a mini fridge down in here, or maybe it's just a pantry. An entire kitchen, but no TV. It seems like the TV would be cheaper. Okay. I think I've explored everywhere. Where does this door go? It goes underneath... Huh. It goes underneath the stairs. No option to go inside it, but... Oh, I can see inside it though. That's not a reflection. It's just an empty room. A closet. Like where Bender lives in Futurama. And this would be where Fry lives. Okay. Time to actually go to bed. I had a long day of just looking around at the apartment, at the beach, and a little bit of dialogue, talking to the Knighleys. But pretty much nothing happened in this episode, because I was too stubborn to progress the story. I like it though. This is why I'm playing this game. And I'm not making these videos for anyone else but myself, so that's that. My bad. Decisions. The only decision, Diana. Sleep. You had a long day. 6 episodes. I really need a good night's sleep. The bruises from falling off my wrist still hurt. But apart from that, gotta say, the vacation started out well. Hey. 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 Hey, sleepyhead. Still asleep, Diana? Wake up, Diana. Come on. Who? What? Why? Oh, finally, geez. Oh, new arrival, you come from afar. Come to the fortune teller's door. I will show you the way of signs and omens. Huh? Who's saying that? For heaven's sake. Listen, get up. And knock on the fortune teller's door opposite the Knightley store. The one on the main street. And why should I do that? Huh? Anybody there? Darn it, now I'm curious. The fortune teller. A strange lady woke me up in the middle of the night. Hope that she at least has good reasons for doing so. I have to understand who woke me up. Okay, your first day isn't over yet. I really spoke too soon, huh? Cornelius are asleep, I assume. As they should be. As anyone should be. What'd they say? No, wait, it should be here. The door opposite, or I guess that would be on this street level. I was just wondering if it might be the new door that we haven't gone out yet. It'd be better to go out directly onto the main road. The door's on the floor above. Oh, okay. I did have the door wrong then. But should we be leaving? Why should we have to listen to a voice? No, that'd be a bad idea. You hear some horror stories about the countryside sometimes. Not everyone there is going to be very nice, right? I'm just going to assume it was probably a marauding thief or something, or a weird murderer, and go back to bed. Let's sleep under the stars and forget this whole fortune teller business ever happened. Now would be a good time to take a break.